Imagine a year where space exploration isn't just a dream, but a daily reality. That's exactly what 2025 is shaping up to be, as SpaceX continues its relentless march toward a historic milestone, surpassing 100 launches from the Space Coast in a single year. This bold endeavor isn't just about numbers, it's about humanity's growing capability to reach the stars. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. With 4 months still left in the year, SpaceX has already completed its 70th launch, setting the stage for what could be one of the busiest periods in spaceflight history. On Sunday morning, a Falcon 9 rocket soared into the sky at 7:49 a.m., lifting off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station's Space Launch Complex 40. This particular mission, named Starlink 1014, carried an impressive payload of 28 satellites destined to expand SpaceX's ever-growing Starlink constellation. The first stage booster, which has now flown an incredible 23 times, successfully landed on the Droneship, just read the instructions, station downrange. It's a testament to how far reusable rocket technology has come. And it raises the question, could this be the future of sustainable space exploration? But SpaceX wasn't alone in making waves this August. The Space Coast witnessed 9 launches in total during the month, with 8 coming from SpaceX and 1 courtesy of United Launch Alliance, ULA. Among these missions were some truly remarkable achievements. For instance, the August 1st launch of Crew 11 marked the final crewed mission from Florida for the year, while Boeing's X-37B mini space shuttle returned to orbit for a classified Space Force mission. Meanwhile, ULA made headlines with its inaugural national security flight using its brand new Vulcan rocket, a critical step in ensuring America's dominance in space. And this is the part most people miss. SpaceX didn't stop there. Just this past Thursday, another record was set when one of the company's fleet-leading boosters completed its 30th trip to space, landing safely once again. This achievement underscores not only the reliability of SpaceX's hardware, but also its ability to push boundaries that others might consider insurmountable. Looking ahead, September promises to be even busier. SpaceX is planning 2 more launches within the next week alone. A Starlink mission is scheduled for Wednesday, with a launch window running from 7:06 to 11:06 a.m., followed by another liftoff from Kennedy Space Center's Launch Pad 39A on Thursday between 7:18 to 11:18 a.m. Later this month, Falcon 9 rockets are expected to carry out crucial missions, including a resupply run to the International Space Station via Northrop Grumman's Cygnus spacecraft on September 15 and a science-focused mission for NOAA and NASA no earlier than September 23rd. SpaceX has dominated the orbital launch scene on the Space Coast this year, responsible for all but 4 of the 74 missions conducted so far. If current trends hold, the region will surpass last year's record of 93 launches by the end of October. To put this into perspective, 2023 saw only 72 launches from Florida, a figure that highlights just how rapidly the industry is evolving. The pace of activity shows no signs of slowing down. According to Space Launch Delta 45, which oversees operations across the Eastern Range, the infrastructure supporting these launches can handle up to 156 flights annually. While we're unlikely to see that many this year, the increase in frequency is undeniable. ULA, too, has regained momentum, conducting 3 launches so far in 2025 and planning several more before year's end. Their next big event, an Atlas V rocket, is set to deploy 27 satellites for Amazon's Project Kuiper, a direct competitor to SpaceX's Starlink, on September 25th. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin hasn't been idle either. Earlier this year, the company debuted its heavy-lift New Glenn rocket in January, marking a significant leap forward in private sector space capabilities. Another launch is possible by the end of the month, with NASA's Mars-bound spacecraft tentatively scheduled for no earlier than September 29th. Meanwhile, SpaceX continues to make strides beyond Florida. From California's Vandenberg Space Force Base, the company has executed 38 operational missions of its Falcon 9 in 2025, along with 4 suborbital test flights of its ambitious Starship and Super Heavy system from its Texas-based Starbase facility. One such test occurred on September 26th, showcasing the progress being made toward interplanetary travel. Here's where things get controversial. SpaceX is currently awaiting regulatory approval for 2 additional Starship launch sites on the Space Coast. If approved, these facilities could support up to 120 launches per year, complementing existing pads for the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. Critics argue that such rapid expansion could strain local resources, while proponents believe it's essential for advancing humanity's presence in space. What do you think? Should we prioritize speed and innovation over caution and sustainability? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As we move closer to the end of 2025, one thing is clear. The era of frequent, accessible space travel is upon us. Whether you're an avid space enthusiast or a casual observer, this is a moment worth watching and debating.